The second defense against narcissism is assigning responsibility. Hi, I'm Dan Cassenti. I'm a cognitive psychologist and also a novelist. I'm putting together this series on YouTube to help people understand narcissism so they can arm themselves against narcissistic abusive relationships. Assigning responsibility, that is going to get you very far in getting yourself out of narcissistic relationships, or not even getting into one in the first place, depending on when you start doing this with a narcissist. You gotta remember, narcissists can't stand taking responsibility for things that have gone wrong. They always want to be the winners. They always want to be superior to others. If their actions led to, a bad result that other people would not like, would not support or appreciate, they're gonna get really, enraged, uptight. They'll want to withdraw from that conversation. People who make sure that the responsibility that a narcissist, has, that's just part of what they did, whatever caused the bad circumstances, it's going to drive a narcissist nuts. Now, I'm going to keep saying this, every once in a while, I guess in these videos, and I mean not every time, but it's important to realize that if you go too far with some of these techniques, they're going to, it could drive the narcissist to something more drastic like violence. So be careful if you start noticing that you are assigning responsibility to them and you're not backing down from that, and they're getting a little heated, or, banging their fist into their hand, or, fuming, maybe it's best to back off, get out of there. They're not going to deal with you anyway. But one thing you don't want to do is come to any harm if you take these techniques too far. But assigning responsibility is a great thing to do. I think a lot of narcissists think they can get away with a lot of stuff just by using their words. And if you see through it and you don't accept anything they're saying and you keep assigning responsibility to them, no, that was your fault. You're trying to blame the victim here. You were responsible. And being insistent on that, it may not change their behavior in any way, but it's going to cause them to want to pull away from you, want to get away from you in the future, because once a narcissist has that mirror in front of them and the reflection is coming through, and they can't ignore it, it gets very uncomfortable for them, and it makes them want to run. It might also make them want to do, there's fight or flight. It might make them want to fight you. So that's why I said what I said earlier. Just be careful if you're going too far with this one, because a narcissist facing themselves in the mirror is shattering for them. It hurts. They don't want to know that version of themselves. They're trying so hard not to make that happen, and so they get validation from arguing to people that bad things that happen weren't their fault. But if you don't allow them to get away with that, they're going to want to get away from you in the future, and they're going to want to make sure that they avoid you, especially in crowds when you could convince other people that it was their responsibility. Now, in your own personal relationships too, the narcissist will blame you for anything that they did. They'll tell you in a marriage, if they cheated on you, this is all your fault because you weren't giving me enough affection. Wait a minute, you're the one who cheated. Did I come to you and say, hey, please cheat on me? I didn't. And in fact, I probably was withdrawing my affection because you were mistreating me. So even that's your fault. And if you keep bringing that up with them and don't let them assign the responsibility to you, like I said, they're gonna want to withdraw from that because you're calling them out and their words are no longer effective. So if you like this video, please hit like, please subscribe if you haven't done so. Just some button clicks, but it does tell the Google algorithms, hey, these YouTube videos are working, let's get them out to more people. Okay, and I hope this helped you.